this video, I'm going to be sharing 4 ideas with you for growing your email list. Hey, it's Carrie here, founder of the Female Entrepreneur Association and author of She Means Business, and I'm really excited about this video because it's about list building. I am going to be sharing with you the top things that I have done which have helped me to grow my email list. Firstly, every single one of us needs to have an email list where we collect the names and emails of people interested in what we have to offer. I started building my email list for FEA back in 2011, best decision ever. Since then it has grown to over 100,000 subscribers, and so I want to share with you the key things that I have done which have been the most effective. So my first idea for you is to create a simple lead magnet. A lead magnet now has multiple different names, but basically it's a downloadable that your audience can access. So for example, it could be a checklist that you put together, a simple one-page checklist that will be really helpful for your audience to download and use. It could be a workbook that you create where you ask your audience a series of questions and they can fill it out. It's like fill in the blank type workbook. You could create a guide for your audience where it's like a PDF guide telling them your top tips, some really great information that they're going to love, they're going to find really valuable. And another great idea for your lead magnets is to create content that goes around your blog posts. So for example, with what I'm doing right now, I'm creating a video, I'm putting a blog post together, and then I'm offering a freebie off the back of it that is relevant to what I'm talking about. So the freebie I'm going to be giving you is more ideas on what kind of lead magnets that you could create, so how to come up with things to put into your downloadable. So think of something, if you're creating a blog post or you're doing a video, could you create a freebie that goes into a little bit more detail of what you're talking about in the piece of content that they could then download? So think through what you could create that would be really simple for you to create, that your audience would love, and then put it into a simple downloadable for them to put their name and email address in for them to sign up and download. So that is the first idea, create a simple lead magnet. The second idea I have for you is to create webinars. They are an amazing way to build your email list. Back in 2013, I was using webinars like crazy to build my own email list. So you don't actually have to sell on a webinar if you don't want to, or you don't have anything to sell. You could just create a webinar which is jam-packed full of amazing value for your audience, and then tell them, hey, sign up, here's the form to sign up, just put in your name, your email address, and I'll send you the link to join me live on this webinar. This is actually something that Kimra Luna did back in the early days of starting her business. She did basically a webinar every single week, and most of the time she wasn't even selling anything. She was just showing up, sharing amazing content with her audience. So it's really powerful and it's really simple to actually set up and do. So all you need to do for this is create a simple opt-in page where people can put their name and email address, and then you can email them the link where to join you for the webinar. And you could use a platform like Zoom or Webinar Jam. There are so many different platforms to host your webinars on. So it is an amazing way to build your email list when you think of a topic that your audience would love to learn more about. Plus it's a really great piece in terms of credibility and authority and people getting to know you better. So webinars are really, really powerful when it comes to list building. The third idea I have for you is to create a video series where you could create a series of maybe 3 to 4 videos that are between 10 to 20 minutes long each, where you deliver amazing value and you get people to sign up in order to access the video series that you have created. So you could take the 4 biggest questions your audience asks you and turn them into individual videos where they are jam-packed full of value, and then get people to sign up to access them. I have done this in the past and it works so incredibly well. It also works well if you're leading into a launch, but again, you don't have to lead into a launch if you don't have anything to sell right now. You could do it purely just to add value to your audience and to build your email list. It's really powerful. The more juicy you make your free stuff that you've got to give away, the more people are going to sign up for it. So it's thinking about the transformation that people are going to have when they consume your content, and then sharing that transformation with them so that they actually want to opt in and get it. But creating a video series is a really powerful way to build your email list. So my fourth and final idea for you for building your email list is to create challenges. I have loved doing this so much. So basically, this is where you challenge your audience to do something and then get them to sign up to be part of the challenge. I'll give you an example. Back in 2013, I created a challenge which was called Mission for March. And the challenge was to set yourself a really big goal to reach by the end of March. And what I created to go along with the challenge was a workbook where basically people could write out what the goal was that they wanted to achieve, how they were going to do it. They identified the steps. I put some tips in there for what they needed to do, how to get out of their own way so they could make it happen. So it was actually quite simple, but it was really helpful for them in terms of the challenge. So what people did is they signed up, put their name and email address in, which gave them instant access to the Mission for March workbook where they could get access to everything, plan everything out, write it all out, and then they could be part of the challenge. So the workbook put guidelines basically for the challenge and all the information for it as to how it was going to work over the next 30 days. I've also done challenges in the past where you've not only got a free workbook or a checklist or a planner, but you've also got access to a free Facebook group so you can come and hang out with other people and cheer each other on and support each other and answer, ask your questions and get things answered. So challenges are really, really powerful because it's a great way to bring your community, your audience together in a really focused way and help each other. It works really well if you're in the health and wellness industry, for fitness, for so many different things. It's really powerful. I have loved it. It has really, really helped me to build my email list. So those are 4 really simple ideas to help you to build your email list. So go build your email list. Every single one of us can build a massive email list, and when you do, it's going to be ridiculously powerful. So enjoy putting these ideas into action, and I will see you in the next episode of She Means Business.